What's up guys? What I've got going on in today's video is I need to replace the shock on my Peugeot. Now, not too long ago I went over a pothole, broke the wheel and it burst the shock as well. So that needs replacing and that's what we're doing today. I also at some point may need to replace the steering rack. That depends on whether the damage that I'm experiencing is the top shock mount on the strut or the steering rack. Doing the strut first, it's a lot easier. So there you go, that is the damage when I hit the pothole, and that was a brand new tyre as well, so I'm not happy about that. So first things first, all I've done is whip the wheel off. Now, in order to take the shock off, it's a pretty easy job, to be fair. But first things first, this is the top of the strut. So as you can see, it is underneath the rocker, this panel here. So you have to remove that first. In order to do that, you need to remove the top one. I think I've showed that in another video. It literally is just two of the little plastic clips that you push in and lift out. They go through these holes and it just clicks in to all these places, just pulls off. Now to remove this, it's just a series of bolts. What I can see from here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are for the steering motor, for the wiper motor, sorry. And you've got a couple more down there as well. So that is what we're going to take off first. You'll also notice I'm not where I normally am. I've actually moved house now, which is why filming slowed down a lot, because if you look up the road and look down that way, you can see there's really nowhere to do it in peace and quiet, and that is the access I've got to my yard. So forgive me for not posting as many videos lately. And also, sorry about it moving everywhere, you know, I've got to hand hold it. So I'll whip the rest of these bolts out and then I'll get back to you. There you go. This panel's removed. I did have to remove 2 screws holding a wiper arm assembly in place, but now it's just pulled out the way, and that's enough access now to get to the top, the nut for the top mount. So now down here. Now I'm kind of going to do this, it's not so much a cheap way, but it's a way I have done it before and it actually worked. But what you've got to do first is, as you can see, the ABS sensor is attached to the strut. That has to come off, and then just so that has to come off, and just try and fold that out the way a bit. And then you've got one nut there, I think that is for the brake line. See, hopefully this is a 13mm. Ooh, no, it's 14. So, as always, I need to run back and get more sockets. I think that's a 14mm. Yeah, this one's a 14mm. and then that removes the brake line. So then to remove the shock, 17mm nut, 17mm bolt. Well, that's pretty tight, isn't it? There you go. Well, that was tight, right to the end of the bloody threads as well. So then this bolt just pushes out, actually not seized, thankfully. It might not be seized, but it is pretty manky. Now, the fun bit. You need to be very careful of the sensor. Make sure it's well out the way for this next operation. It might be a good thing to cable tie that, and then to get the strut off from the hub, big hammer. And then just gently tap it off. Right, I don't have anywhere to put my phone to show you, but you may need a pry bar to put underneath here. So you've got a bit of downward leverage in order to pull the hub off the shock, because there will be tension from the lower wishbone. So that's it. I'll come back once I've released it. There we go, it's out. Turns out on these, with the design of the anti-roll bar, what you really need to do is get both front wheels up off the floor. I was having a hell of a job. I've been at this now for about half an hour, maybe a bit longer, trying to tap it off. And then I thought, you know what, I got down to pretty much where that line is there. You can see how far it actually goes in is there, and it just wouldn't go any further. So I thought, after ages of messing around, it's like, right, I'll do what I should have done at the beginning. Put it on an axle stand, you know, safety first and all that. And then jack the other side up. Ding. Came round, and everything was quite loose. You can move it all quite freely. A few taps, and off she come. All that's left now is to remove this 17mm nut on the top. Oh, just there they go. Remember, you need this. That's what actually holds the shock in place, and as you can see, it's now gone. Well, there's the problem. I don't know how well this is coming through on camera, but that's a bit like a banana. So now, get the old new one back in. Exact opposite of taking it out. Put the nut on the top first, feed it up, nut on the top. In the bottom, you might want to use the jack to press it up. And that's it, really. I'll come back once I've got it in the top and I'm putting it in the bottom. Right, so I've put the top bolt on. It's not completely tightened down, but it's on. Holds it in place for me. I've got it lined up. I think all of them have this spot. This should go pointing out. And I've also got it on the bottom. It's not properly on the bottom, it's just seated on there. So what I would normally do is put a jack under this and jack it up. But there's not much space there now, I don't think I'll get my jack under. So all I'm going to do is lightly, on the bottom of the wishbone at the end, I'm just going to tap. And if you look, it should gradually stop going on. See, I'm not hitting it hard, and I'm only hitting it on the actual metal bit, not the ball joint itself. So that's that. Once I get that back on, I'll come back to it again. Right, what I'm also doing while I'm doing this job is I'm going to replace the drop link, because as you can see, the one down there is completely shagged. Now, this was another thing that I had to remove in order to do this job. So, replace it with a new one while I'm here. I was actually supposed to buy two of these, sorry. However, being a moron that I am, when I ordered them, I only ordered one. At the same time, I also ordered new pads and discs for this. So that'll be coming up on a video soon, I should think. Yeah, so I'm going to put this in. It's pretty easy to go on. It goes through this hole down here and this hole on the anti-roll bar. It's just on each side there's two washers and there's two rubber bits. The rubber bits obviously go through the holes, and then the washers are there obviously to hold it all in place. So there we go, it's all back together now. Drop link done and on, shock in, nut back through, tightened up. All I've got to do now is go up here, put the scuttle panel back on. Well, there we go. Hope you've enjoyed this video. You know, a bit different than normal. Bit awkward position, awkward place to do it. So if you have enjoyed this video, then remember, please like, share and subscribe. Thanks to everyone that has subscribed. And also, I've got a TikTok. I'll put the link down below. You'll get to see some of the things I'm working on, some of the things I'm doing, and just a lot more random videos as opposed to car repair all the time. So I've been Chris, catch you in the next video, see you later, and goodbye.